Margot Robbie and the cast, which include America Ferrera and Issa Rae. And they were on Kelly Clarkson, and there are zero vibes. Like, when I tell you it's the opposite of the White Lotus cast where, like, you want to be there, like, you don't want to be there. Like, they were talking about doing this, like, pajama party at this hotel to, like, bond. And Margot was like, and we were all there in our PJs, and you could tell everyone's like, it's like nobody had fun at this pajama party. And I was just like, oh my God, this was not a fun set for everybody. So go watch the interviews of Barbie doing press. I feel bad. I feel like Margot is like really, I mean, it's also a lot of pressure. Like, this movie is getting such hype before it came out, before the trailer even came out.
Before it was even filmed, because there was so much back and forth. There was Amy Schumer, she was off, then it was Margot Robbie.
Like, the fucking hype is real. And I'm just like, let's calm down and then let's watch it. And then let's, like, make an opinion. But I just feel like people are like, and also, who are these people that have been waiting for the like, people are like, you've been waiting for it. You've been dreaming about it. Barbie, finally. And I'm like, wait, we've all been waiting and dreaming? Like, where was I in this?
We've got the Barbie TV shows. We grew up with Barbie.
Like, loved having Barbies. But, like, wow, they're putting a lot of hype, and they need some more. I feel like the cast is lacking chemistry. But who wasn't lacking chemistry, you're welcome for the transition, is Jeremy Allen White and Jennifer Coolidge.
I knew it was going to be so good. The pictures of them together are unbelievable. I am so kind of fascinated, first of all, by Jennifer Coolidge, which I think everybody is, but I'm fascinated by Jeremy Allen White because this is...
Smoking cigs.
I talk about this often. I'm going to talk about it again because I haven't to you. But him and his ex-wife, Addison. I went to acting class with, it's a long story. In 8th grade, I was in like 8th or 7th grade. I was in an acting class with older kids because my acting teacher, it was Anne Raytrey. She passed away. Her son was Devin Raytrey in Home Alone. And you had to have an agent or manager to get in, and you
had one?
Yes. You've never heard me talk about this?
No, I didn't.
I was a child actor and model.
She was?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know.
I could talk about it for hours. But you had to like audition in front of Anne Raytrey, and then, you know, you get in. I went with Matt Daddario, Alex Daddario's brother. So I was in a class of all older kids, and I was like 12 or 13. And Addison was in it, and she was off filming Californication, and we thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
Oh, that is cool.
And
what did she play, like the little girl?
I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
I've never watched California.
I've never watched it, but I just remember being like, oh.
It definitely is, but it was one of those when it was out that it was like so inappropriate for someone
like,
my age to
watch.
like
I was 12.
Like I think my parents watched.
I
think my parents watched, and it was like one of those where it was like you can't watch it, and it's still like instilled in my brain, like, ooh, I can't watch that.
So this has been a fucking debate in my mind for years. I battle with this. I need Jeremy Allen White to come in here so I can find out the answer. But so Addison was in the classes, but then she went off to Californication, never saw her again. There was a older guy in my class named Jeremy who looked exactly like Jeremy Allen White, just like a little darker hair. He was phenomenal. Okay. I was always so like, cause these kids were older than me, and I look back and I just wish I did better in these classes. I was so shy because they were all older. And I just remember being fascinated by him always. Like, wow, this guy's so good. And then years went by. I stopped going to the acting class like in 9th grade. Years went by. Started watching Shameless. And I was like, why do I feel like I fucking know this kid? Like, I just feel like I know him. And then when he did The Bear, I was like, this is killing me. Because then I looked at his Instagram and I was like, he's married to Addison, who was in the class. And then they always say that they met in like drama school years ago and they did acting together. And I'm like, was this him or was this not him?
Well, they went together to LaGuardia, I believe. Yeah. Which was down the street from me. Thanks, Mom, for not putting me in the that school and putting me in the fucking other school. I'm like, excuse me. What? So they went to LaGuardia, where a lot of cool fucking actors went there.
All these kids went there, and I was traveling from Long Island.
I'm connected to them because Addison's siblings went to Beacon with me down the block from the cool actor people. Yeah. So when I deep dived on that relationship, when I was like watching Shameless, I was like, that's so cute. Like, I know they're siblings. So I am very intrigued as to what happened. Yeah. I feel like they've been together for
so long
that jumps to you is like, okay, he did Shameless, but that's like a network show.
It was steady.
You know, it was steady. It's like the same cast, whatever. It wasn't this like Hollywood stardom. Then he gets the Hollywood stardom, and the moment he fucking touches that and like gets the Golden Globe, gets the Vanity Fair cover, that's when his marriage falls apart. And I think that Demois actually posted like, so people think she might have cheated, but I just don't feel like if she cheated, she would have written that post about him being like deadbeat. You know what I mean?
Like being a single mom. She was like,
that she
on Mother's Day. Yeah.
That she changed the caption.
Yeah.
So it does feel like it's one of those things. And it makes me sad because it's like, wait, you were in the industry for this long, kept this going for this long. Then you get the little taste of like, wow, your show did, you know, globally well, award-winning well. People know you. You're on the cover. Boom. Like, you blow up your life.
I know.
And
that's kind of how we felt about it,
very
too.
It's like very Hollywood, but you just hope
Seems very
that, like,
Hollywood cliche.
that couple that you fucking looked at their posts and you were like, they are the real deal, you know? And she's over here calling herself a single mom. That's extreme as fuck.